Stop it, stop it, stop it. If you're gonna buy a guitar, at least hear what I've got to say first before you go and buy one. Right, I know, I get it, we're guitarists, we're a funny breed. Of all the musicians out there, we want gear, we want equipment, we want to have new, exciting, shiny things. At this day and age, it's so easy to nip onto a million websites and find out what the latest, or indeed the oldest bit of tech is that we just don't have and we want so desperately. However, I've got a few points that I think you just need to listen to before you go ahead and take the plunge on that new piece of equipment. Here you go. So the first and most important question I have for you is, can you afford it? Now, what do I mean by that? Well, afford means something different to everybody. To me, it means physically having the money in a bank account or in your hand, going to a guitar shop and exchanging that amount of money for a good. That is what I mean by afford. However, this day and age, there are so many options. Every website out there, every shop, every second-hand store, even PayPal is saying, don't worry if you can't afford it today. What we can do is just put a little bit of money down and we can give you 0% APR on the next 9 months, 12 months, 24 months, 36 months. And that sounds wonderful, paying no interest and pay it over time. If you have the luxury of being able to do that and you know you have the right amount of income to be able to sustain that, that's wonderful. However, please bear in mind, if you get these things out on 0% finance, or indeed a little bit of finance, you stick it on a card, this can have other effects. You never know when you're going to need that money. If it's £50 a month, £60 a month, you might need that for a rainy day. I would highly recommend saving that money over time. Actually realising if you want the guitar after this time passes, and then using that money, exchanging it in a store for the actual product. My granddad had a great expression. He said if he's looking in a shop window and he had the money in his hand and something he thought he wanted, 9 times out of 10 he would keep the money in his hand. I think that's a really valuable thing to consider when you're looking purchasing any new gear, especially a guitar. The next point, do you really need it? Not want it, need it. What guitars have you got already? Because some of those guitars actually do with a bit of a clean up, bit of a brush up, new strings, maybe a setup. Will it make them better guitars? Have you even considered that before looking at buying a new one? 9 times out of 10 I'm going to say not so much. But maybe this new guitar, in your mind, you've been sold this myth that if you buy this new guitar then you'll finally be able to play like Steve Vai, Stevie Ray Vaughan, John Petrucci, whoever your idol might be. Not the case. Believe me, I've played a lot of different guitars, very expensive, very cheap, and they've not made me a better player. They maybe play slightly differently, but they've not made me a better player. So if you've got that myth in the back of your head that if I buy a new guitar, it's going to make me a better player, get rid of that. What makes you a better player is dedication, practice, playing with other musicians, and listening. My next point, which I believe is one of the most important, is this. Are you sure this guitar isn't just for your insta-ego? Are you not buying it because it looks very pretty and you're going to play it for a bit, take some nice new photos for your Instagram page, get a lot of likes? Have a think about it. Is that a reason? If it's a reason, it's the wrong reason. You should not be buying material goods like this just to make sure people can give you more likes. They don't mean anything. Fundamentally, that is a complete misnomer of a reason, and you should give yourself a good hiding for even thinking so. You've got beautiful guitars already. If you haven't, go back to my previous point, get them set up properly. Make sure they're playing the best they possibly can before you move on to the next stage. Trust me, it's the better option. So after all that, if you're sitting there thinking, who does this jumped up Hugh Grant sound-alike person think he is? He can't tell me what to do with my money. I'll go and buy a new guitar. That, of course, is your privilege, you're right, and I wish you all the best with it. The reason I've made this video in the first place is I am the most guilty person of all of these problems. I look at reverb.com constantly, and I think probably on a bi-weekly basis I've got a new idea in my head of a piece of equipment, a guitar 9 times out of 10, that I want. I want it so badly. And I convince myself that if I move this bit of money there, if I sell this bit of equipment there, that I will be able to afford this thing and it will make me so happy. It will make me such a better player. All the gigs I'll be able to do once I've got this new bit of equipment. It's the one bit of equipment that I've never had before. It's the one final piece in my playing puzzle. All of them are lies. It goes back to my original point. I want it. I don't need it. I have some beautiful guitars that actually could do with a bit of a setup. So keep the money in your pocket. Wait for the rainy day, make the right choice. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that quick video. Whilst it was a little bit of fun for me to create a video like that, it is based on my personal experience, and I hope to do more videos which are indeed based on my past 15, 16 years worth of being a semi-pro musician. So if you would like to find out any more information regarding my experiences or any videos in particular, please do comment below and let me know how you feel. Also, please do subscribe. I hope to be doing more regular videos surrounding these topics, as well as more cover songs, breakdown of gear, some more reviews, etc., etc. So thanks very much for your support so far, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks.